All right, guys, Will Not the Turf Grass Guy here. And if you play golf in the wintertime, especially in the warmer regions of the world, then you probably noticed something a little bit different about your grass this winter. All right, so what is the first thing that pops into your head when someone mentions golf? Beautifully vibrant manicured grass, right? Well, some of you guys aren't going to be seeing that this winter, and that's okay. I'm going to try to explain to you a couple of different reasons why you might not see beautiful, vibrant, manicured turf grass during the winter time on your golf course. And if you do, consider yourself lucky. So unfortunately, not every course has the budget that it requires to completely overseed their grass wall to wall with cool season grasses. So if you're in a region of the world where there's warm season grasses, these warm season grasses come from tropical and subtropical climates. When it gets cold, they go into what is considered a state of dormancy. They shut down. They turn a tan straw-like color, as you can see, and they aren't as beautiful as what you would normally typically think of grass being on a golf course. But I can assure you, this grass is very much alive. It is doing well. It's sending all its energy reserves to its roots, and it is taking a nice, much needed nap throughout the winter. So there's a couple of different things you'll probably see this winter. Like I said, if you're playing golf in a warm season area, you may see turf that is overseeded with a winter rye, or you may see what we consider liquid overseed, which is a turf paint or turf pigment, or you may just see, like I said, tan grass that is dormant. You know, each one of these things has its, pros and cons. Ryegrass allows us to keep color throughout the winter. It allows us to protect the Bermuda somewhat, keep it from getting beat up during the winter time. So the ryegrass, requires you to mow year round. So you're putting more hours, putting more stress on your equipment that typically you wouldn't be during that winter time. It's also allelopathic, which means that ryegrass has the ability to release chemicals into the soil that helps it to defend itself against weeds and other turf types. So this can cause a good bit of issues in the spring when your Bermuda is trying to green up. Those are just some of the cons of it. And then, with the turf pigment, you get that vibrant color. A lot of times it's come so far now that you can't even tell the difference, that it's not really that green. But unfortunately, green grass does not mean healthy grass. Doesn't equate to healthy grass. So it can be a tough period of time during the winter with that turf paint or pigment masking problems, drought or disease pressure. That's something you really got to stay on top of when you're painting your greens and stuff. And then, just the cons of not doing anything is just that your Bermuda is probably going to get beat to shit throughout the winter. And, you just got to do your best to try and keep it to a minimum. But none of these things make your golf course any less of a golf course. Some courses just have more budget, and a larger budget allows them to, have more manpower and have the ability to, bring in somebody from the outside that can blow wall to wall or drop spread wall to wall to keep, the course vibrant and green throughout the winter. But it doesn't make your golf course any less of a golf course if you don't have the ability to do that. We do a little bit of both. We do some pigment. Generally on our driving range, we will do ryegrass as well as our tees, just so they don't get beat up and chewed up so much throughout the winter. But everything else, fairways, approaches, stuff like that, greens, we spray with pigment. And I think it looks great. And, you know, it's just as playable as if you had, you know, something else going on. But I just wanted to hop on and share that with you guys, that you may notice some different things going on in the winter time on your golf course. As always, appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to follow Will Nye the Turfgrass Guy on all social media platforms. And if you have not, shoot over to YouTube and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Have a blessed day.